Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Shop LC live stream. I have a question for you. Are you sick of window shopping? And seriously, I mean, I'm kind of a silly person with an interesting take on life. Seriously silly. And I mean, just ask you a question. Are you sick of window shopping? How many times have you gone to a shopping area, even just window shopping, by scrolling through different luxury sites, you know, watching this, you know, supposed influencer and that supposed influencer, and you have to spend this much money in order to get that kind of look, and the price of admission, at least for me in most cases, because I'm just a normal human being, the price of admission for most of those places is just too much. Well, we're going to rewrite today your definition of luxury shopping, okay? And you have to realize, when you're part of the family here at Shop LC, not only do you not simply window shop, you actually legitimately take shopping for luxury items to a whole other level, because now, instead of window shopping and thinking all of those obstacles, win the lottery, what have I got to do to get this, what have I got to do to get that, I'm never going to be able to do that, this is how much it costs, this is how much I make, this is what it costs me to just be in this world, that's never going to happen. We have a very interesting method that sets us apart from everybody else, and for once, and maybe finally, allows folks to choose and own luxury items carefully, deliberately, with intentionality, and the biggest factor of all, the linchpin, with affordability. That's what Shop LC does. So if you're just scrolling for a second and you just love beautiful things, it's definitely worth it as I give you a tour of some of these beautiful items. But it's also a wonderful opportunity for you to just for a moment realize that when you're a Shop LC family member, you don't just daydream about owning beautiful things, you actually can do that. We are one of, if not the largest ruby dealers in the world, emerald dealers in the world. We have an absolute treasure trove of gemstone dealers and direct from where they are mined sources, and those connections, along with our in-house design team, our in-house mold building, jewelry engineering, production quality, stone sorting and setting teams. You get all of those processes under one roof. And it's a big deal any day of the week, because we can bring you a willow opal ring. This is going to be item number 1, by the way, our first item. We can bring you this silhouette because we source it, we design it, we produce it. We can bring you this incredible rare exotic opal from Ethiopia. We can bring you a very similar design in a price point where we're going to be today. We can do it again in white gold or yellow gold, which will be a little less. We can do it again in sterling silver. We can even do it in what most would call a luxury metal, which is simply going to be a hardworking alloy material like brass or copper. And then we can give it a luxury plating, yellow gold, platinum. And all of a sudden, the sisters of this matriarch in your jewelry collection, the daughters of this matriarch, are now similar look, different price point. Everybody in this place, in this establishment, in this store, everybody has access to pieces that are lovely and seriously just incredible values. I'm going to ask you one question. I'm going to ask you for one favor in this show. This is our live stream show. In order to purchase something, and you can purchase something as a guest, there's no problem. But here's what I want to ask you. A lot of people will just click in, scroll by, keep going. We need your help in order to keep doing what we do. And it's a very simple thing, and it's absolutely free. If you would take just a couple of seconds and go to shoplc.com, get your customer profile all set up. This is not, you know, some other app that you've got to pay monthly dues for. There's no subscription fee. But when we can show all of our global sources that our audience is enthusiastic and they're growing and growing and growing incrementally, consistently, our buying team has even more power to negotiate, even at the mine, even in the precious metals department, because now you become a supercharged block of power buyers. Even if you buy one item today or one item all year, when you're ready to add something spectacular to your jewelry collection and your family legacy, this will be the place, and it will be our distinct privilege to honor you and help you build a collection that is worthy of your most cherished memories and experiences. So let's get you going. Everything in the show today, by the way, by the standards of the world, should be an incredible big box, blue box, red box, black box store. Those places where you feel like you have to put on the makeup and you gotta look just right. You gotta get your shoes shined, and you may have to spend $30 for parking because it's downtown. You know the places I'm talking about. We're gonna give you that quality, and it is very, very, very finely done. Every piece in this collection is a luxury item, okay? So let's get you going. Many of these pieces are going to be certified, which means they're going to come with a third-party grading report and a third-party appraisal. You'll use those appraisals if you choose to add these pieces to your homeowner's policies, and they are appropriately appraised with prices that give you an incredible value, but they also sort of figure out what's going on in the world, but they give you a place to start for appraising these beautiful pieces. So let's get you going. Wallow opal is gorgeous. This particular opal is similar to what you would see in an Australian jelly opal, but the thing is, similar, but there's just something so captivating about wallow opals. They have this beautiful sort of translucent color. The background of this is this gorgeous sort of ethereal, angelic white. And then throughout the entire body of this, you have this gorgeous sort of snow globe of colors that float through. It's a very mystical stone. This is very unusual because, first of all, the play of color is very rich. And then secondly, the thing that makes this very, very different is this is not just the standard opal cabochon cut with a little dome. This one is faceted, just like the incredible jewel that it is. This is a treat, y'all. Now, here's what we're going to do. If you were to look at something like this out in the world of retail, okay. If you were to look at something like this out in the world of retail, let's just let's just say before you shop, even if you just get out and look at this, the appearance of this makes me think, is this a treasured family heirloom? Is this something that you inherited from your grandmother? Is this set in platinum from the early 1900s? Is this a luxury piece that somebody on Rodeo Drive commissioned? Is this a piece that may have walked the red carpet on the hand of one of our famous people in the soul world today? Well, you're the star, my friends. You are the star, and this one is actually set in sterling silver, rhodium on top of sterling silver. And if you wanted to look at this in the flashy window at the gorgeous mall, you might see anywhere from $950 to $1,500. Depends on what the store's marking it up. That's a point for reference. Here's your reality check. Not $1,500, not $1,200, not $1,300. Our everyday price on this is $100. Our everyday price on this is $169. How is that even possible? Our everyday price on this, $169. Look at it again. It's an incredible luxury piece. And that classic pear shapes on the side, beautiful round halo around the entire faceted gem in the center. Your price on this is actually 25% less today, my friends. Type in the word live25. This item is already pinned right below in the conversation area. So just click on that. This is going to be item number one. Your price goes from $169.99 all the way down to $127.99. And we're giving you 5 interest free, no qualification, no credit check, no interest. Payments, yes, but 5 payments, and that's it, that's all. 5 payments, and they're interest free, and you have a full 30-day money-back guarantee. This brings this look, that ring. This is not just a look. It brings it down to a price point. When we talk about 5 payments, let's talk about daily. That's less than $1 a day for you to experience that luxurious look. This is the number. I want you to write this down if you could. This you will use over and over. You're going to use Live 25. That's the savings coupon for today for these shows. It's a time-sensitive offer. We're going to give you that savings opportunity for 48 hours, Live 25. And if you have any questions about the show, 888-835-2237. All right, 2237. And I would encourage you, when you're talking to your personal shopper, to say, hey, are there any matching pieces? I like a beautiful pair of opal earrings or something with a little dangle. Or how about some moissanite studs as well? Any of those are going to be absolutely wonderful as you add this beautiful treasure to your collection. A look on a hand, I mean, what would you think that costs if you just glance across the aisle at the grocery store and saw this on the hand of the lady next to you? I would just automatically think expensive, 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 because that's how it looks. Now, let's talk about your appraisal. And adding things to an insurance policy is strictly a personal call. But for those of you who love to add them to your homeowners policies, I salute you. The appraisal on this is $450. And speaking of, there's also an extra 2-year extended warranty, if that helps you out. It's called Sure Shield, and it is waiting for you already when you go ahead and check out. So $169 today, $169 except for the next 48 hours when you type in Live 25. The price goes all the way down to $127.49. What a deal! What a deal, what a deal. Certified and appraised, Ethiopian willow opal, and moissanite. Okay, we're gonna shift gears. We're gonna shift colors. And the one coming up next, also certified and appraised, is the namesake of JP Morgan. Yeah, that dude, okay. That dude who's built quite a reputation in this world as being a financial legacy guy, okay, J.P. Morgan. And he was responsible for being for helping out Frederick H. Coons as he went during the time when he was the chief gemologist for Tiffany and Company. He financed a lot of gem hunt explorations. He was just the relationship. I would even wonder what that was like between Mr. Coons and Mr. Morgan, because it must have been absolutely gorgeous. I think it's interesting that a financier who's a money guy would say, yeah, I'm willing to back your gem searches, your gem hunts. I'm willing to throw a little financial support behind you. And in return, this particular piece, which is a cousin of beryl, morganite, is now his namesake forever. Now, from across the room, it is a stunner. It is an absolute stunner. Beautifully set in, let's see, this one is in rose gold on top of sterling silver, so it's a vermeil mounting. Now, your chain is included. Low price, low quantity alert, 11 items, and that's it. The center stone is a morganite, the namesake of JP Morgan, and it's also the peachy pink, in this case, the pinky pink sister of an emerald. Unlike emerald, these go beautifully clear, and that is a status, that is a statement piece. Can you imagine what you're going to look like to everybody when you walk in the room and how you're going to feel? I mean, you're just instantly, your posture, your whole body carriage is going to change. Your posture is going to straighten up. Your shoulders are going to go back. I mean, this is a statement. Okay, 11 of these out there, and that's it. This is item number 2. It's already pinned down below for you. Shop LC price on this. Are you ready for this, my friends? Are you ready for this? $249.99. Now, the center stone, along with the surrounding moissanites, is 1.01 carats. You've got a double moissanite halo, and this is one of the really cool things about a pear shape. It looks so much bigger than its actual carat weight. This one is going to weigh in at about 3/4 of a carat, but those those double halos of moissanite are incredible. All right, retail on this right around $2,100. Your Shop LC price every day is $249.99. And again, the way that all of these components are put together, it looks like you waltzed into a fancy store on Rodeo Drive or down at the Galleria or on the Gold Coast or wherever your luxury shopping district may be, where that little zip code is tucked away. Our everyday price on this, because we source direct, we design, we manufacture, you're basically buying it from the company that designed it and built it. That means manufacturer direct. Your price is $249, except for the 11 of you who are about to type in Live 25. Live 25. Luxury and elegance, no longer just for the gated communities, my friends, okay? No more just for the luxury zip codes. Everybody deserves a little bit of luxury, and this is a beautiful statement piece. $249.99. Type in Live 25. Your price goes all the way down to $187.50, and your budget pay goes from $50 to $38. And those 5 budget payments, every single one of those 5 budget pays has that savings locked in. That's right. And they're always interest-free, and there's never a credit check. There's never a qualification period. There are no question marks. You see it, you love it, you grab it. And because these are direct from the manufacturer items, there's no backstock on these. We build a particular series, and then they're done when they're done. Sure Shield is available if you want the extended warranty, which gives you 2 years, worry-free, peace of mind. And also the appraisal on this one, Caroline, this appraises at $550. Instant equity, my friends. Instant equity. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining us on the live stream show today. We're redefining elegance and luxury here. We're redefining it. We're expanding the category and giving you an opportunity to own world-class pieces at just common sense prices. That's the bottom line. And for me, that's the bottom line. All right, coming up next, oh gosh. This one, when I saw this, even the photo of this just made me go, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see that in person. This is one of those items that I seriously, I dare you to compare it, because there's just nothing like this. This is such a rare piece. Now I'm going to show it to you in the camera, and I'm going to, Caroline, you feel free, tell me where I need to be, up, down, or in the middle. But you can see, even on a cell phone camera, that there is something incredibly different about that center cut. It is on fire. There's extra twinkle. There's extra facets. Goodness gracious, it looks like it's got glitter going on the inside, because the light is literally just bouncing all around on this. Now, this has some very, very extra special faceting, because the table on the piece is bigger. So you've got this almost, it looks like almost like a dahlia flower. Look up dahlia, because the edge of the table, instead of just having 8 sides and you're done, let me wear this. You've got this beautiful sort of scalloped edge that goes all the way around the table. It's gorgeous, it's complicated, and it's a very unique cut. You can spend hundreds of dollars having a skilled gemstone cutter. We now call them lapidary artists. That's what they do. The lapidary person is the person who cuts and polishes and facets the stone. This looks like it has diamond quality cutting, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The wow factor on that is incredible. This is called a crazy cut, and I don't know about that name, but I'm going to tell you something. It is so amazing. This has to be precision cut, laser cut, and polished by somebody who knows exactly and precisely and specifically what they're doing. You see, there's geometry involved. There's a level of placement when you're talking about faceting here. That's not just the everyday average garden variety, okay? These are very, very fancy cuts on the center. For us to start out at this with this stone, for us to start out at $329, this, and by the way, got an appraisal for you. The gemstone, the Swiss blue topaz in the center, is almost 6 carats. So we are starting from the standpoint of absolute awe. There are 2 reviews on these, and they're both 5 stars. The accent stones are moissanite, but oh my word, look at how gorgeous that is. You put this on your hand, and I'm telling you right now, get ready. I mean, just go 20 minutes early everywhere you go, because people are going to notice this in a very, very, very upscale way. We're starting at $329. And here's how the math works out. This is why this is crazy. At $329, I'm just going to put $329. I'm going to divide that by 5.5, the carat weight of the incredible fancy cut of that Swiss blue topaz. That brings you down, Caroline, $329 divided by 5.5. Ooh, what is that? $8 a carat. 329 divided by 5.5 equals. It's like $80 a carat. This is like $80 a carat. That's an incredible value. The value on this stone is the rich, intense blue, that electric, that Swiss blue color, which is so collectible. One of the dream stones of the designer gemstone world. And then you go and throw that fancy cut in there and everything just goes crazy. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. To get out your loupe, your magnifying glass, this is one that I would love to know that you just absolutely fall into. And in addition to that, the side facets. Remember, facets are usually flat surfaces, okay? These little side facets have this beautiful little scalloped edge on the top, and that changes the way light moves. I mean, it just lights up the stone. Okay, I know that's way techy. I got to get you to the value on this one. $329.99. Type in Live 25. There are a few sizes now, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This one is set in rhodium over sterling silver, so affordable. At $329, guess what? Your price is going down. It's $247, and then you make 5 payments, and you own it forever, for lifetimes. This is pass it on down on the presentation here. So your budget pay goes from $66 to $49. Yes, please. Yes, please, my friend. Come on in here and grab this while you can. That is an absolutely gorgeous material. Now, if you'd like to go on and check out the sizes, here's what you do. You click the bottom, you click the box below. You'll see available sizes. You'll grab your size before it's gone. And here's the thing, we have seven of these. Certified and appraised at $900, and I can tell you right now, if you saw that in a fancy store, you wouldn't touch it for $900. You'd probably be looking at $200 a carat just for the stone, and you're talking about almost 6 carats, because that's what designer stones go for. That's what specialty cuts go for. This is yours, my friends. $2,100, $2,200, $2,400, $2,500, because you are paying for a level of skill and artistry that even starts with the placement of every single brilliant little faceted window pane on that center stone. Wow, can't believe that. I mean, it looks, seriously, it looks like hundreds of thousands of dollars to my eyeball. It's just so gorgeous, and it's because of that cut. Of course, the moissanite are there as well. The center stone, 11 millimeters, 5.73 carats, and then you have almost a carat in the moissanite carat weights, an appraisal of $900, built in sterling, finished in platinum, finished in rhodium, an absolute treasure trove. Guys, we've got 3 shows lined up for you on Saturdays and Sundays every single week. The first one, you're there, is at 10 a.m. The second one is at 2 p.m. I'll be back, and I hope you will too. And then the third one is at 6 p.m. You will find an unbelievable variety and everything value priced here at Shop LC. And that statement holds true no matter what your budget is. No matter what your budget is, okay? Any of these pieces that we have today in the certified show, please go back after you get these confirmed and you've locked one of these in for your collection. Please go back and explore the Shop LC website. Even under $10, we have an incredible amount of pieces that are fun and valuable and collectible. You know, it doesn't always have to be expensive in the world of gemstones and jewelry. Sometimes we think, well, it's got to cost a lot of money. No, it doesn't. And that is exactly what the theme of the show is today. Pieces that are certified, you know the value is there. You can see the elegance and the sophistication of the workmanship that goes in these at every single level. And I don't know, I just feel like for the first time ever, we're putting sense and sensibility along with fun and value and excellence into the concept of buying and owning beautiful jewelry. Let me tell you again, it does not have to be expensive to be absolutely incredibly wow. You're going to find that wow factor in every single piece. And let me just tell you this as well. We will help you build your own wow factor. Yeah, you buy your loose gemstone from us. You've got a design idea that's kind of been bumping around in that brain of yours for a while. We'll help you take that to a beautiful completed piece of jewelry. Yes, we will, and happily so. That phone number is 888-835-2237 for personal shopping. It all starts from the very first building block of picking out your loose gemstone, okay? Picking out your loose gemstone. Now, I want to give a big shout out to and ask you to save, just right now, put Gem Fest on a sticky note and put it in your October calendar. Gem Fest is coming up right here at Shop LC in October, and I think, let me just check my calendar here. Let me just check and see if we have a notification of the date, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to have a Halloween theme, because it's going to be in October. And just let me say tentatively the date for the next Gem Fest, October, is going to be the 23rd and 24th of October. Specialty shopping, lunch and learn seminars. There are all sorts of things. The agenda is just in the processing form, but Gem Fest, let me make myself a note here. Gem Fest is going to be October 23 and 24. Okay, it's already on my calendar. That's why I scrolled over. Okay, what's that, Caroline?
Oh, nothing.
Have you been to a Gem Fest, Caroline?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh, you will go home. It's a festival for jewelry people. And the snacks are pretty good too. So there's all sorts of things. We don't want you to get worn out. There's lots of sustenance for you to keep yourself going throughout the day. All right, coming up next, a really unusual thing that some people, and even if you collect tanzanite, you might not realize that there's another whole series of colors that happen to come out of the tanzanite mine, which is in the Merilani mining district in the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro in the country of Tanzania, where that tiny patch of 4 square kilometers or so has now been completely separated by this massive wall, been separated and sectioned off from the rest of the world. Some gemstone dealers, some gemstone hunters, some industry insiders are saying that the entire tanzanite production is now a finished chapter in the world of gemstones and jewelry. The secondary theme there is, yeah, but there's some really beautiful secondary colors, or we would call fancy colors, that have been, Mother Nature's given us right along with it, legendary tanzanite blue violet, and one of them are these gorgeous golden varieties. It's kind of like sapphire. You think of sapphire, you automatically think blue, and then you think, wait a second, they're fancy colors. This is a fancy color in the family that gives us tanzanite, and it's gorgeous. There's this beautiful sort of champagne golden, this wonderful sort of bronze canary color, and it is fantastic. Certified and appraised, that golden color is completely encircled by beautiful moisanites. It's set in sterling silver and then finished off with yellow gold, and the combination of the golden hues in the tanzanite and also that beautiful golden glow of the gold on top of the sterling silver, the whole effect is just so singularly magical and amazingly affordable. This one is also certified and appraised. This is item number 4. It's already waiting for you down below. The center stone is going to be about 6 millimeters. It's going to be right around a carat. It's eye clean, excellent cut, and then the symmetry and the magic of a double moissanite halo. Yes, please. That color. If you're a rock hound or you're just getting started and you're a rock puppy, this is one you should collect, of course, because it's beautiful first and foremost, but because it's so dang rare. I don't know of a luxury store anywhere on the planet that has the reach and the depth and the scope to bring you this collectible. You see, this is what happens when you come on board and you join us at Shop LC. You get that, you get all of that. World class, worldwide, and still a level of service that is person specific. It's you specific. That's what listen, I'm a presenter. That's true. Been doing this a long time. But I'm also, when I step out of this camera, I'm also a shopper. Oh, let me check the app today. What's going on at Shop LC? What did I miss today? The app is free to download, works on Android or iOS. You can watch the live shows, you can watch the live streams, you can shop, you can search. So much fun. But right now, before you touch that app, I want you to get this in your shopping cart. You want to get this in your shopping cart. Item number 4, low quantity alert again, only 28 of these pieces between size 6 and size 10. If you're not sure of your size, there's a little tool right above the sizes listed. It's called Find Your Fit. You click on that little ruler icon. We'll show you how to measure your perfect fit right in the comfort of your own home. It's so easy. Every single piece today is free shipping. And the everyday low price on this is about to take a huge savings moment. Normally $349, and remember that center stone 94 points is right around half. It's right around a full carat. So $349 on this one. When you click the box below, it's waiting for you. We've already queued this one up. You just go yes. You'll see an entire picture book. You'll see an opportunity to drop the size that you need right now before this parcel becomes history. Drop it in your shopping cart, type in Live 25, and your savings goes all the way down from a budget pay of 70 to a budget pay of 52. And you get that amount of savings locked into all 5 of those budget pays. Every payment, every person, that savings is completely permanent for the next 30 days. You lock it in. You get the size you need, you get the 5 budget pay option, you get the savings on 5 budget pays, and you got a full 30-day review cycle as well. There is no reason not to own this stone. I've never heard of it. I've never seen it in a big jewelry store. I've heard so many different things. And let me tell you about why I've never seen it in a big jewelry store. We just have a little more passion and a lot more connectedness. You don't see it, my friends, because most companies don't know where to find it, but we do. And you've got a chance to grab it right now. 28 of these pieces left. These are extremely rare. When tanzanite is being mined, when any gemstone is being mined, they go through a sorting process. The rough crystals have to be separated from the gem-bearing ore. That is almost always a manual process at some point. The gem-bearing ore can be crushed and sifted and sorted, but when it gets right down to it, it's fingers and eyeballs that go through all of that rough material and pick out this one and pick out that one and pick out that one, individually sifting and sorting the gems from the rough material. I mean, this is the mineral zoisite. But until a human identifies that this is a treasure with their eyes, and until they actually physically capture that, it's not even available. We have not cracked the code on how to build tanzanite in a scientific laboratory. We have to rely on Mother Nature to build them. And then we have to rely on, I mean, Caroline, sometimes it just seems like dumb luck to find them. One source produces all of the tanzanite in the world, of all of the gem quality material available in the zoisite world, of all of that material, related to all of the material that they have to scoop up. This is less than 1%. This is less than 0.5%. And of that less than 0.5%, you've got an opportunity to own it, or at least look at it, for $52.49. All of our folks that collect the rarities and the anomalies and the OMGs and the wow, isn't that great? Wow, isn't that wonderful? This is already a done deal. You know it. All right, the appraisal on this is $900. Your price is 5 payments of $52. And you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, some of you are going to wear these as bridal jewelry, and that's a wonderful thing. Some of you are going to put those in a jewelry box, in a safety deposit box, and you're the buy and hold. I understand that these things accrue value over time, and I'm just going to buy it now because it's so affordable, and it's so rare, and it's so beautiful, and it's so unusual. I mean, checking off all the boxes for sure. Okay, that's number 4. Item number 5. We're going to stay in the realm of rare exotic gemstones. I don't have to tell you how rare, exotic, and desirable emeralds are. You know that. This is a gemstone where history continues to affirm that this is the gemstone of collectors. I mean, ancient stories dating back to Egypt, to the realm and the time of Cleopatra, tell us that these are important, incredible gemstones. They're not just important in the history of Cleopatra's jewelry, but these are gemstones that have been mentioned and talked about in many ancient texts. Pliny the Elder. Many gemstones are mentioned in the Bible. Gemstones are mentioned in many metaphysical books of old times, of ancient times. These come from the Kaja mine in Zambia. African emeralds over the past few decades have made quite a name for themselves. Many of us hold them in equal esteem to Colombian emeralds because they have their own unique attributes and collectability factors. The color, the color, the color. That beautiful oval is 7x5. It weighs in at 3/4 of a carat. You do have a pear shape, and then you've got 67 points of gorgeous moissanites all the way around the edge. So that classic silhouette of the powerhouse colored gemstone in the center, and then the cascading surrounding halo and layers of beautiful sparkling jewels, in this case moissanite, really delivers a high-class, high-quality experience. Here's the thing. This one is finished with rhodium, and underneath that glossy rhodium finish, guess what you get? A powerhouse dynamo heart and soul of sterling silver. One of the most treasured, one of the most widely used, if not the most widely used precious metal ever in history. We love gold. I love gold. Jewelry collectors love platinum. I love platinum. But you're talking about something that has an amazing legacy of value and worth, and just it's still such a treasure in today's world. All right, let's talk about this. Item number 5. This one weighs in at $349. That 3/4 emerald cut, it's all about that color. And African emeralds have a little bit of a different color palette. They tend to be a little bit more on the coolish side. Some of you will see this as a darker green relative to South American emeralds, which tend to be, some people will say, a warm green because they have a secondary color, the little glow of kind of a golden hue to them. These are calm, cool, and collected, and they are affordable. $349 is your everyday price. Live 25 is going to save you 25%, and that's the time offer, 48 hours to jump in and take advantage of that. It means that your budget goes from 70 to 52. 70 to 52, indeed. That's item 5. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. When you click on the box below to where the current item is pinned, you're not making a sale. You are electronic window shopping. You're virtually shopping in one of the biggest jewelry stores on the planet, okay? Your appraisal is $550. The retail comparison, if you saw this at a luxury store, retail jewelry store, wherever you're going, whatever the zip code is, whatever the situation is, you may see a price tag on this of $1,600, $1,700. I mean, that's going to be all up to the retailer and how they decide to price it, because sometimes the pricing behind the scenes goes like this. Wow, that's really pretty. I think we could get a little more for it. We have an entire management team, for the most part, every single day, packs their lunch, comes to work, sharpens their pencil, sits in the common area, even shares a noontime meal over the concept of, gosh, okay, how can we help our customers save money? How low can we take the price? How much value can we build into this piece so that, number one, it's affordable, and number two, if you want, you might have enough in your personal budget to go back and grab a beautiful pair of emerald earrings, or just own a gorgeous ring and you're done for right now. We want to meet you wherever that comfort spot is for you. What's that spot in your jewelry collection? What's the secret spot at the table? This is your esteemed guest at the head of your jewelry box collection, and you're thinking, okay, that person is not there, that thing is not there yet, but I know it's going to get here. What is that dream piece, and how can we build it or make it for you? Or maybe you choose it from items that we already have in stock. We've got over 60 designers working for you at any time, and let me tell you, they know exactly what they're doing. They know how to dream it. They know how to sketch it. They know how to proof their design. They know how to make the mold. And most importantly, they know how to deliver. And it is a wonderful thing. Your brain will be hurt for a while. Your brain's going to be hurt because it's going to think, wait a second, I can't afford luxury stuff. This is a beautiful sort of pastime. You know, some of us like to look at pictures of landscapes or pictures of mountains or caves or whatever we like to look at, those nature videos. We're bringing the magic and mystery of nature into your realm right now. And these pieces, sterling silver and rhodium, make no mistake about it, those are yes, I can pass them on pieces. These I hope that these are designed for you to wear at that next big event that you're going to. Whatever those milestone moments are in your life, don't you really deserve to be all decked up, all dolled up, all decked out? You do, you really do. Okay, talk about alluring. I mean, look at that. Yes, ma'am, may I bring you another, may I top off your champagne? Oh, no, don't use that glass. Let me bring you a fresh glass. Let me park your car. Let me shine your shoes. Let me chop your onions. I mean, this looks like you have an entire staff at your beck and call, who at your very whim is doing whatever you need done. And don't you need that? You really do. I hope when you get these home, you'll realize that we do seriously, I mean, we have a lot of fun saving you money, but at the same time, we have so much fun just giving you that experience that it's kind of a dream experience. Let's talk about these. First of all, I mean, can I get a dynamic duo? I mean, really, can I get a yes, please? That's a dynamic duo. Those rubies are gorgeous. Now, rubies are something in today's world. There's a lot of technology for rubies in the past 120 years or so, starting with the early 1900s, where we realized we could grow rubies in the lab, and we didn't have to wait for Mother Nature to make them. Lab-grown rubies, man-made rubies that match their earth-mine counterparts have been available for 120 years. This is not that. In the late 1990s, in the last 20 years or so, there's been a process where we can take ruby rough that needs a little help, could be a little darker, man, this would be a really great stone if it just didn't have so many visible characteristics. Some smart person came up with a process called Fisher filling, and they're able to basically bathe the ruby in a process, a medium, that helps to close those fissures. It helps to give more depth to the apparent color. I own those rubies, love them. Okay, I went to an auction, luxury auction down in San Antonio last year. One of the key items was a bracelet, an 18-karat illico bracelet, mind you, and it was in a complete encircling of the wrist, and every single ruby in that bracelet was Fisher filled. The bracelet ultimately sold for a little bit less than $10,000. I think it was $8,700 or something like that. It was stunning. They were all Fisher filled rubies. They were enhanced with the latest and greatest technology. These, they're not that. They are not that. These come from one of the recent sites that is giving the ancient sites in Burma and Thailand a run for its money. The Montepuez mine is now producing some of the world's most interesting rubies. People are starting to sit up and take notice. The traditional locations are not producing as many top quality pieces, and by that sometimes the color is not so saturated. They may have more inclusions than you want to deal with, lots of different factors. These are gorgeous, and I'll tell you why. That color, the king of gemstones and the gemstone of queens. And in today's world, rubies are the most expensive items sold and bought at luxury jewelry auctions. They're spectacular. And I'm not talking, $8,500, $10,000. I'm talking 20, 30 million dollars, not $20,000, not $30,000, not $300,000, $30 million. The current record for auctions, for items sold at auction, a ruby goes for over $30 million. Now, what does that tell you? That tells you that that little nickname, the King of Gemstones and the Gemstone of Queens, is still so valid in today's world. There's no other color in the world of gemstones and jewelry. This is the singular, rich red experience you get in earth-built gemstones. There's a reason we call it ruby red, okay? There's a reason that Dorothy's slippers, bathed in beautiful red sequins, were called the ruby slippers, because it's a singular color, my friends, on the gemstone color palette. Fierce, absolutely gorgeous. These are from that Montepuez mine, and they're not Fisher-filled, and they're not lab-grown. These are Mother Nature's rubies, and this is the color of Mother Nature's rubies. These go through one important process, and that is heat treatment. Rubies have been heat treated for thousands of years. I don't know. It's kind of like the question, who ate the first, who decided that yogurt was a good thing? Who ate the first mushroom? How do we know that was the right one to eat? I don't know. Somebody figured it out. If you put corundum crystals, red corundum crystals, into the coal of a slow fire, and you very gently heat them over the course of time, it might be half a day, might be a day, and you keep your eye on them and they don't explode. They could explode. The end result is breathtaking. This, July babies, this is all you. This is all you. Now you've got 2 stones, one in each ear, and that's an absolutely gorgeous design. I'm looking at that. Oh my goodness. Let me show this to you. A beautiful little 4-starred daylily ruby, stargazer lily design at the top, and then you've got those big old rubies in the center surrounded by all of that sparkle. Let me give you the breakdown here, okay? You see what a powerful presence it makes. Let's just look at the numbers, okay? The center stones, 6 millimeters. Yes. The center stones are about 1.40 carats each, okay? Very, very important size here. The surrounding stones are all moissanite, so you don't have to worry about diamond grading, this, that, the other. You get a consistently high performance, big sparkle with the moissanite, 2.5 times more fire than a diamond. Ooh, 2 5-star reviews. It's hard to get a 5-star review. It's hard to get 1. Crazy to get 2. And reviews are from verified buyers. We didn't pay for them. We didn't send them. We didn't send these rubies and go, oh, by the way, here, I'm just going to give you these. Would you tell me what you really think of them? Is that even possible? I don't think so. Now, if you wanted to look at this, you wanted to shop for this, this is going to be a high-end piece, my friends. You've already, by the nature of the fact that it's site-specific, it's Montepuez, and by it's minimal processing, only heat-treated, those 2 things alone jump the price up really big. So if you see these for anywhere from, I don't know, $3,500 to $5,200 at retail, most of that price is going to be driven by the fact that you're essentially wearing 2 ruby solitaires, 1 in each ear. Look at that. Oh my word. Okay, our everyday price, are you ready? Are you sitting down? Our everyday low price on this is $349. You can own those forever and always in sterling silver finished with rhodium. You could own those forever and always for 5 payments of $70, except there are 9 of them. This is a low in stock alert. This is item number 6. Our everyday low price is $349. Okay, that's a steal. Oh my gosh. And that's 2 ruby solitaires for $349 for the both of them. That essentially, I mean, Caroline, how many times have we done a ring, a ruby ring with a 1 carat solitaire, and it's $600? That's a steal. You've got 2 and 1.4 carat solitaires, 1 in each ear, matching set. Budget pay is done. From $70 all the way down to $52 is already waiting for you. It's a done deal. And that payment budget pay payment is reflected, that savings reflected in every single one of those 5 payments. All right, now every day, my friends, I want you to realize that there are pieces that go on sale. They come into and out of the collection, and every single collection is super, super limited. We have 11 of these left. Will we make a similar earring? I could not tell you. Our design team is extremely creative and prolific, and they work hand in hand with our stone procurement team and our production team to make sure that we get these in rotation as quickly as possible, but they are very, very limited. Okay, your appraisal is $950. I don't even know if that's it says April. I might want to insure that for like $2,000, seriously, because these are 2 1.4 karat ruby solitaires in each year. I would start with $950. Let your, that one might deserve a little bit of extra insurance, I'm just saying. You also have Sure Shield waiting for you, which is a 2-year extended policy, a warranty policy, which is a great, it's just instant peace of mind. So check that out as you get ready to secure your bids on those, okay? Oh my gosh, okay. Can we just look at the reviews on that? I just want to see. I mean, I've just got to see what the reviews on that. Thank you, Caroline. Caroline, ooh, oh my gosh. Paula, thank you for your very kind words. These earrings are beautiful, the right size and an elegant design. Paula, just come on. I need a vacation. You're hired. Get over here. Edna, I get goosebumps because I just can imagine where you're wearing these. These ruby rings are beautiful. I know I will enjoy them. I like the post and friction back. I mean, sometimes the simplest of statements really says it all, because those do such a fabulous job of speaking for themselves. You have the opportunity to own 5-star luxury. And if you haven't yet, go over to Facebook and join the Shop LC VIP page. I mean, over 7,000 people, and we just had too much fun. Now, it's easy to join, absolutely free. And the bonus is that the Shop LC VIP Club has now become sort of like the secret show-up place. There are extra little purchase opportunities, extra little savings. There's all kinds of fun contests and this, that, and the other. So join the Shop LC VIP page today. And if you have somebody in your family that loves bargains and gemstones and jewelry, one of the best things that you could do is like, follow, and share. We're on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and you can watch us on any of those web-based apps for free. And today, most of us have smart TVs all over the place. You can download those on your smart TV, absolutely free of charge. And are we for sure on X now too?
Yes.
Also,
Here, live on X as we speak.
Live on X. I love that. I love that. I'm telling you, the world is just an amazing place, okay? You don't have to sit on your front porch anymore and wait for people to walk by. This is the front porch of the world. We're just hanging around, having a Saturday morning beverage and just shopping. I mean, isn't that what we like to do, ladies and gentlemen as well? Send me a howdy, okay? Let me know what you're doing today. Did you get the dogs fed? Did you get the car washed? Did you get the socks sorted? What about unloading that dishwasher? Have you done all your chores today? No? Why? Because you're watching us at Shop LC. Good. Congratulations. Smart choice. I salute your wisdom. Okay. Oh, by the way, okay. The $950 is the appraisal on that. All right, we've got a show coming up at 2 o'clock, which is going to be blush, all blush tourmaline. It's a gemstone that I love. If you've heard Tony Denise talk about blush tourmaline, oh my gosh, he does everything except blush. He's like our tourmaline. He's our tourmaline savant. He absolutely is so incredible. It's an incredible gem hunter in his own right. But so we're going to share some of those beautiful stones at 2 p.m. And next, the final show for today will be at 6 p.m. And that's the Saturday-Sunday schedule. 10 a.m., not too early. 2 p.m., just right. And then 6 p.m., what else you going to do on a Saturday night? Okay, stay home and shop with us here at Shop LC. Or, listen, maybe you're headed off to that party and you don't really want to go, but you love your partner, you love your person, and your person says, we're going. When you take a pair of earbuds I've never done this, Caroline. I've never actually done this. I'm just saying some people may have done this. You may or may not be at an event or a gathering and you don't really want to be there, okay? So you take an earbud and you take this little thing and you put that earbud in here and then you go Shop LC. Let me get that app. Let me get that app. And all of a sudden, just take me any place, anywhere, anytime. Just keep your earbuds charged, okay? And your phone. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. My name is Becky Booker. I'm your downtown rock hound. Yes, it's true. In person, I am exactly like this. If I met you in the soup aisle at the grocery store, we would wind up talking about gemstones. There is no doubt about it. So lots and lots of candles on my birthday cake, and still the fascination of a 6-year-old when it comes to beautiful gemstones and how do we get them and how do we cut them and how do we set them? Because in my mind, they're little miracles, okay? Now, the next one might set you back because out there in the world of regular gemstones and jewelry, many people will say, Caroline, they're like, oh, that's a semi-precious stone. And I want to say to them, oh, whoa, hey, wait a minute, back it on up. I just don't think semi-precious does this or any gemstone justice. First of all, that is not. Caroline, would you look at that on somebody's hand and go, oh, that's just semi-precious?
Nope, definitely not.
I mean, no, you would not. In fact, Caroline, have you got a second to open up a browser, just search something in your browser?
Yeah.
Okay. You do too. Go down and type in citrine crown jewels. You know what? I'm going to do it myself. Okay? Let me unlock my screen. Let me do it. Okay. Let's just see here. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Citrine crown jewels. Search. I'm sorry, what was that word that you just said, Caroline?
Said, oh, well.
We can't show them because they're copyrighted material, but you can put your eyeballs on those pictures and on your screens right now. This is a stone. This is a mystical stone. This is a magical stone. This is a powerhouse gemstone. The reason that people will sort of say, and I'm making fun of you, okay? If you've made that little, I'm gonna call it in my mind, don't be mad at me, it's a snarky comment. Oh, that's a semi-precious stone. Ho, hum, humdrum, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Stop it, stop. This gemstone lives in both worlds, okay? It lives in the world of court jewelry, and it has for hundreds of years. This gemstone also lives in court jewelry during times so far away that the royals, the rulers of the realm, actually had, as a member of the royal court, an alchemist. And it was their job to figure out how to turn lead into gold, how to take this crystal and turn it into that one. Mystical gemstones. In today's world, in the metaphysical world, citrine is a dynamo. It's a powerhouse gemstone. It's considered a gemstone by many that's related to your solar plexus. That's the spot right here. I think of it as where the sunshine lives in my body, the solar plexus. It's the spot. For me, that's the metaphysical meaning. That's where the sun interacts with my body. Why do I need sunshine in my body? Energy, strength, fortitude, rise again, shine, shine, shine. All right. This one, it looks like, this one is all spoken for. Is that correct? This one is all spoken for on the ring. Thank you very much. The cut on that is a fantasy cut. I'm going to show you what the matching necklace looks like. The appraisal on that is $1,050. Do it. Type in citrine crown jewels. This is an abundant material. That's why we consider it sometimes, oh, it's semi-precious. We take it for granted because there's a lot of it. You know what that puts it in the realm of red, crackers, something that's out there. But you run into hard times and you want something to sustain you. What do you want? You want bread. That's it. This is the food of life right here. This is the food of the soul. Okay, the matching pendant. This is a DeJoy piece, so it's 18 karat yellow gold on top of sterling silver. Caroline, does that change our numbering at all? Is this going to be number 9? We'll check.
This will be number 8 still.
Okay, this is going to be number 8. All right, here's the thing. If you already own the ring, it matches. Okay. The pendant itself, let me give you I'm going to read you the details from the appraisal card. The appraisal, by the way, is $900. That center stone is a trillion cut. It's 13 millimeters. It weighs in at 5 carats. And it is surrounded by moissanite. And I just want to look at the setting, the cutting on this because it is beautiful. You have an incredible, that's what I thought. This is an inverted brilliant cut, which means we've taken the center stone and given you a very similar cut to what it would normally look like on the crown. So that means that the top is not flat. It's slightly elevated and has all those triangular cuts. I don't know if you can see it in 3D. I'm going to try to show it. Can you see there's a little lift in the middle, Caroline? I'm not sure you can see it. Let's talk about price. $379.99. Okay, $379. It looks like all the rings are spoken for. However, sometimes prices and purchases don't go through. I would tell you to call the personal shopping team and ask them about it in case there's one. Let them know you want it on your wish list. Your price should be $76 on 5 interest-free, no qualifying budget pays. You just say yes. But we've already made budget pay available. You simply select it. Your price goes from $76 down to $57. Yes, it does. From $76 to $57. Caroline, do you happen to have a weight on the mounting itself? Let me see if I have it here.
No, there's nothing.
I'm going to tell you something. That's at least 4 grams of precious metal. And the way that that center stone is cut, oh my goodness gracious, that is an absolute powerhouse. All right, my friends, we don't have a lot of those. We only have about 6 of those. Now, again, if you want the ring, please go back and talk to the personal shopping team. And that number is 888-835-2237. This color is so gorgeous. It's very, very rich. And these are both incredibly beautiful pieces. Seriously, just rethink your estimation of citrine. Very worthy of that. Go back and type in citrine crown jewels. And oh, wow. you're gonna say that you're gonna do the Caroline there. Oh, wow. Okay. Option number 10 coming up next.
9.
Okay, number 9. Now, some people will say this is the stone that built Shop LC, and I totally agree with that. I love this mounting. It's got a certain sort of vintage vibe, look and feel. It's very, very beautiful. Oh no, wait, are we doing tanzanite?
No, this is the morganite.
Oh, sorry, morganite. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm so sorry about that. Okay.
Let's move on to the tanzanite.
Oh, we are, okay. Okay. Let's do it. Do you want to do the tanzanite now?
Yeah, let's do tanzanite now. Looks like this one's looking.
Okay, gotcha. So this is going to be our number 9?
Tanzanite will still be 10.
Oh, 10. Okay, number 10. So this one is number 10. Certified and appraised, and it's DeJoy. Now, DeJoy is kind of, your ears should perk up when you hear DeJoy, because to me, that's where I think, okay, this is, first of all, it's our in-house brand. It's got the D on the back of the mounting, so you're going to know it's DeJoy, and DeJoy means that it's going to be a sterling silver piece. And for me, that's a game changer, because it means that I've got something that has a very expensive look and feel. All the things are right where they need to be, and at the same time, you've got such a gorgeous experience overall. First choice, last choice is almost always going to be color for when you're checking out pieces. But man, what a spectacular piece this is. And let me just show you here. We also have a matching ring. So I'm going to show them to you together. So I'm going to show you 10 and 11 simultaneously. Now in the ring, in the pendant, which is 10, and the ring, which is size 11, is that okay, Caroline?
That's fine.
So I'm sort of showing you now and what's coming up. But this is one of the wild things about what we do at Shop LC. So 10 and 11. There are 5 of the pendant, okay, 5 of those, and it's going to be the moissanite tanzanite combo. Moissanite moissanite. She's one of the hardest working stones in the business for sure. But total carat weight here is 1.75. Now, the way that this is designed, I'm going to tell you, it looks more substantial than that. If you showed me this and said, hey, what do you think that weighs? I would probably say 3 carats. And that's because this piece is so beautifully designed. It's designed to look big. It is priced accordingly so that you get that big, beautiful custom look at an affordable everyday price. This is an incredible opportunity. The corners, by the way, are finished off with these beautiful little baguettes. So the finished corners give you sort of an ashlar cut or an octagon or an emerald cut look. But one of the little details of the styling magic here is so smart, is putting the baguette in that corner. This is the kind of workmanship, the kind of creative, I'm just going to say, this is the creative genius that our design team brings. So powerful. So powerful. Okay. There are 5 of the pendant. Everyday price on the pendant is $3.99. Okay. Now the center pendant is 1.16 carats. So you've got a very substantial weight in the middle. Then altogether in the baguettes, in the surrounding stones, you have about 60 points. Baguettes and rounds, both done with moissanite. Your chain is included. Everyday low price at Shop LC is $3.99 compared to $27, $28, $29, $3,200 at retail. That is a gorgeous color on that tanzanite. It is beautiful. And this is one of those colors as well that's kind of difficult to pin down because first of all, you have a round and you've got wonderful purples and blues, and then you've got those secondary pinks and lavenders that come off of the stone. But at the same time, it's just incredible and beautiful, beautiful colors. Everyday low price on that one, your budget pay goes from $80 down to $60. That's a $100 savings over all 5 of those payments, okay?
And they're the same price, the ring and the necklace.
Okay, so the ring and the necklace are the same price. So use that code LIVE25, my friends. We are on a mission, number 1, to be your family jeweler, and number 2, to do it one changed experience at a time. You recognize pieces like this. I mean, this is a recognizable silhouette. Granted, you've got the upgraded extra design features there, which is not normal by any means, but you got such a gorgeous opportunity to own a 1 carat 10 on the tanzanite. Just from practicality standpoint, what would it cost you to find a tanzanite that has that color, that tone, that saturation? What would it cost you to find a 1.1 carat tanzanite? Let's just say you're starting your jewelry journey and you're just saying, you know what, I just want to find a 1 carat tanzanite. Let's just talk about finding the stone. It's a single source for we're reaching pretty much the 10-year decade of that mine location, not really producing anything and being completely separated from the world. And now you're at a point where you have to say, okay, well, I can't even find the stone. Can't even find the stone. And we've got it for you right here because we are globally connected. What you don't realize is that coming through on your social media feed right now, you're not just talking to a company that's got some influencers. You're talking about a company that has a proven track record over 40 years in the very complex world of buying and selling gemstones. A world, quite honestly, where many people have the very best of intentions of building an empire and starting a company and making it happen, and those dreams, more often than not, never come to fruition. It takes a tremendous amount of knowledge and skill and the ability to stick with it to grow a company in this industry to 40 years worth of individual transactions, piece by piece, stone by stone, building a legacy for this company that in turn builds a legacy for you and your family. It's very complicated. We started the television cameras rolling up almost 20 years ago. Haven't stopped. In case you want to know, can I brag for a second? Keep getting a little bit bigger. Not a flash in the pan, not an overnight success. Moment by moment, presentation by presentation, reliable transaction by reliable transaction. And another important milestone, a few years ago somebody said, listen, we're kind of getting big here. We've got to do something. What can we, how can we help? How can we help the world be a better place? We started the program that means when you buy something, anytime you buy something from us, no matter what the price point, anytime you buy something, your purchase feeds a hungry kiddo. That's the name of the program now, Your Purchase Feeds. We've reached a milestone this year. The U.S. audience, you all have helped us provide 60 million meals for kiddos in 2 programs. No Kid Hungry here in the U.S. and Akshaya Patra in India. And together, along with our U.S. friends and family, our UK friends and family, and now friends and family in Germany, over 100 million meals provided so far. It's an amazing thing. Lots of information available on the program at shoplc.com. The pendant, let's see, the pendant is item number 10. The ring is item number 11. In the pendant, we have 5. In the ring, we have 13. Those tiny numbers speak volumes. They tell you already how well received these pieces have been for many of our other customers. And again, these are individual parcels. There are no longer individual sites or monthly, quarterly buying sessions and auctions at that location, because that material is no longer being produced like that, down to drips and drabs. And it's only because of our global connections that we're able to bring you this kind of color and quality. Okay, appraisal on the pendant is $1,050. Appraisal on the ring is $1,050. The ring is also sterling silver with platinum, and they have those trademark little baguettes on the side as well. Beautiful pieces. Not only do you get the live 25 savings, how you also get our 30-day money-back guarantee. Get it home, take a look at it. Seriously, grab your loop, grab your magnifying glass if you do needlework or you build models or you build flies for fishing. Get out whatever your magnification tool is and take a look for just a second at all the details, because it's not just a pretty face. She's not just a pretty face, okay? She's built to last, and that's the part that I think I love. When you can see how beautifully these pieces are last, how they're structured, how they're built, that's just another way that we are in service to you, building pieces that are not temporary. That's a big thing. How many times you buy something and you realize, oh gosh, that's not gonna last. I mean, and sometimes that's okay. You don't need everything to last. But when you're investing your hard-earned dollars, I work hard for my money. I know you do as well. When you're investing your hard-earned dollars in beautiful gemstones and jewelry, you need it to be there for you. And that's exactly what this is. We're about to bring you a piece right now that I almost cannot even believe that we have. Okay, these are beautiful opals, and wow, amazing play of color on these. In fact, you get play of color that covers the entire surface. There's no extinction on these at all. Look at that. It's so hard to take a picture of an opal. Doesn't sit still, not the same look. Every piece is an individual. They're very difficult to they're very challenging to take a picture of. All right, this is going to be item number 12. Now we have 4 of these, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time. These opals are incredible. The color is fantastic. These are beautiful pieces, and I don't know, are these triplets? Let me see. I'm going to guess that these are triplets, and that means that all of that opal color is protected between 2 layers, okay? Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, you've got protection, which is a solid backing, and a beautiful stable quartz top on there, which locks in all of the color. The post is actually offset, so it's not straight in the middle. You get a little opal drama with these, y'all. Yes, you do. A little opal drama. Okay, hold on. Okay, Becky, put the ring, put it on. Okay, 4 of these. I gotta try them on. Sorry, not sorry. $479 on that. Ooh, now that is an earring, y'all. That looks so gorgeous. A double scalloped halo around the edge, decked out with moissanite. Your price on these at Shop LC should be $479. And remember, when you have an earring situation going on and you have a major stone like this in the middle, that's a solitaire. For all intents and purposes, you have 2 gorgeous solitaire rings One for each of your luscious lobes. Oh my goodness gracious, you are going to be the belle of the ball with these gorgeous pieces. Only 4. Not going to spend a lot of time there because I would bet you that these are going to be sold out before the show is over. And well done if you happen to be getting in on those. Your retail appraisal on this, your appraisal, $900. $900. And this says that this is as of May 2026. Done in sterling, nickel free, rhodium finish. The traditional pushbacks are included. And you got it all going on there. Okay, those are number 12. Coming up next, this one sort of took Caroline by storm because she said she'd never seen this before. Originally, I believe these stones came out of the Anahi mine, which was in Bolivia. In today's world, collectors still love ametrine. And yes, it's just like the name means. It's half amethyst, it's half citrine. If any of you remember Donnie and Marie, a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. I know, got some birthday candles. Now the center stone, let me just get right down to the numbers, okay? 14 by 12 millimeters. But here's the number that really matters, 9.9 carats. Now, the stone shape is important because you're always going to see, are you really, in my opinion, I don't know what that counts for. You know, you could argue and say not much, but here's my 2 cents. When you want a stone like this, that's what we call bicolored. It's 2 colors. You see it in tourmaline, sometimes you see it in fluorite, you see it in a variety of things. But when you have 2 colors that need to show up and be present in one particular gemstone, the shape of the stone is the fundamental foundation of how you see both of those colors. These stones are always the best viewed in a linear cut. That might be an emerald cut, that might be a cushion cut, but in this case, it's a cushion with a twist, okay? You have one end that is that golden glow of citrine. You have the other end working part and parcel as amethyst, and the look, the feel of those is gorgeous. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I thought I could not, but I couldn't. Now, the thing about this, do you see what looks like stripes running down? This looks like you get this amazing drizzle, right? There you go. Very fancy cutting style. Those beautiful linear step-shaped facets. On top of the outline of the cushion cut, they are fire. They light this stone up. Again, a very special cut. Spectacular. So smart, okay? $529 is the Shop LC price. Anything goes on this stone when you're talking about retail because there are a couple of things that have to happen. These 2 halves of the stone have to play very well together. You want them to be very, very equally saturated, and these are stunning. You get that rich sort of purple amethyst color, and then you get this really incredible bronzy gold at the bottom. And when you move your hand around through the day, you glance at this, it doesn't look purple or golden. It has this incredible sort of, it's like grape meets champagne. It's so hard to describe that. All right, the shoulders are decked out in moissanite, altogether 10.25 carats. Yellow gold on the mounting, yellow gold on the undergallery, layered on, richly finished on top of sterling silver. So this is a genuine vermeil mounting. And here's the kicker, $529. $529 every day at Shop LC, all right? Now, type in live 25. Your price instantly reflects a live stream 25 savings. We used to do entire days, 8-hour show, 12-hour show, 18-hour show throughout the day, bringing you an entire massive collection of ametrine. Another one that we can't get very often. Okay, we can't get very often. I'd love to tell you we can get these all the time. It's not the case. And that fluctuation, that ebb and flow is completely normal. We're a lot more sensitive here to it at Shop LC than any other store you might shop at because we source directly. You go to ABC store at the mall and you say, oh, I need that in a size 9. And they'll say, oh, well, let me call the other store. We're the source, we're the manufacturing outlet, and we're the distributor. We're all that. This is the home office. Your budget pay goes from $106 down to $79. That's $27. You've just saved $27 on every single budget pay. And we're going to ship it out to you with your very first payment. And if you get this home and you say, you know what, the two-tone thing, the bicolor thing, it doesn't matter. I really would tell you, if you don't only keep things that just you love them, you're going to hurt my feelings. You really are, all of us. We want you to shop, and we want to give you that shopping experience, seriously, the safest, the most secure, the most personal way that possible, and that is bringing it to your doorstep, and giving you a big 30-day window without anybody looking over your shoulder, just you and your ametrine, and you've got that 30-day really think about it process. But that never happens until you drop it in your cart. You choose Live 25 and you let us ship it to you. Yeah. Free shipping as well. You should have it there still sometime by the end of this month. So yeah, free shipping on that as well. All right, we're going to be moving on. Ametrine is so spectacular. By the way, your retail appraisal, $1,050. Yeah, $1,050. A current appraisal in this calendar year as of May. So giving you a wonderful upgrade when you're talking about just getting an item appraised. Okie dokie, take a look at this one. This is item number 14, and certified and appraised. A very slight graduation on these, and they're front to back, smaller. I'm going to say from petite beads to small beads. And this is where it's a mind-blown moment. Okay, I've been doing this now for a lot of years, and there are still, thankfully, things that make me go, wow. First of all, how in the world do you see the shape of those beads? To think about even finding those beautiful petite crystals, and then you take it a step further and you say, well, you know what, we're gonna polish those, and we're gonna add a few facets, and then we're just gonna drill a hole right in the middle. We're gonna drill a hole right in the middle. Oh, and I want that to be centered in every single position. And gosh, oh, you're telling me that that's a very small bead, and if I start to drill holes in those, that some of them might shatter. Yeah, I want you to try. I want you to do that anyway. Somebody can do that. I want you to do that. You see what I'm talking about? When you actually talk about the process and you put it in your logical mind, your logical mind spits it out. Does not compute, cannot do, does not compute, makes no sense. And somehow we do it for you over and over. And when we're talking about fire opal, oh my gosh, this is a dynamo when you're talking about color theory. The color of flames, the color of embers, the color of energy, the color of glowing, beautiful firepower. That's what you get from fire opal. This is the national stone of Mexico, and it's one of those gemstones in the opal family that you either know about it and you love it, or what? I've never even heard of that. These are beautiful. These are all natural color, and you're going to find this beautiful graduation of color from the hottest glowing ember color to really what's kind of like almost kind of a tangerine color. And you look at this on a neckline, I can guarantee you that anybody seeing that, 8 out of 10 people are going to say that's amber, but you know it's not. This is fire opal. Okay, 25 carats, graduated, strung on one continuous cord, finished off with 10 karat yellow gold. We've got a gold lobster claw clasp and a gold jump ring, so you've got a very, very elevated presentation here. Your price on these right now at Shop LC any day of the week, $549. Okay, $549. Certified and appraised. We have 16 of these, and we have a very active bead collecting audience. There's just something so magical. It's beautiful to wear a single necklace, a single pendant. But when you start adding continuous layers of beads to your neckline, all of a sudden you might be saying to yourself, hey, I think there's a little something to that whole energy thing. Yeah, and these touch your skin directly. All right, $549. Your price on the appraisal is $1,300. And the way that these are strung and so beautifully assorted into little bands of color, I might even, $1,300 is the way to go. We'll just leave it at that. There are places that are going to argue with that and say more. $549, we have 16 of these. Your budget pay again goes from $110 down to $82. So your final price goes from $549 every day. For 48 hours, we're going into suspended animation. $549 goes down to $412. And your budget pay is $110 at $549, but at $412, your budget pay goes to $82. And I'm talking 5 payments. 5 payments. So I'm not talking a huge 36, 48, 60 months. This is very simple. It's a very straightforward, reliable process. I know. It's not like every place. And that's the magic. That's the magic. This is the place where you do get value and variety, and you get so many pretty things. And again, if you're ever looking for that specific piece, you've got an idea in your mind, we've got lots of loose stones, my friends. I mean, everything from lab-grown diamonds to beautiful grandidierite and everything in between, moissanite, blue dot, everything. Seriously, everything. Talk to a personal shopper about designing a custom piece, building a custom piece, making that little inspired vision that you're having a family heirloom reality. 888-835-2237. Tanzanite and moissanite cut in the love heart design. What a beautiful piece. This is going to be item number 15. Number 15, my friends. And this is DeJoy. So it does have that D logo in the back. What we call the under gallery, this separate little piece that's added to the bottom, you get the D on there, but that under gallery is so important. It is very, very important to have that piece. First of all, it's a separate piece. You can't make that in the ring. If you took the under gallery off, what you're going to see is the bottom side of the ring itself, which is beautifully polished. Then somebody has to go in with a jeweler's torch and very steady hands, okay, and add the under gallery to that. So this under gallery is produced separately. It's installed separately on every single piece. And what it does is it adds strength to the overall ring. We all have that ring that you wear all the time, and after a while it gets wonky. It starts out round, but your finger's not round, and you wear it all the time. So over time, the ring sort of hollows out or takes on the shape of your finger. That under gallery slows down that natural process, and so it extends the life wearability of these pieces. You can wear them longer, more comfortably, more beautifully. And also, the under gallery has kind of a little spot where it's curved a little bit, so it naturally helps the ring to be seated on your finger in a beautiful presentation. Now, the center stone, hello. It's okay, you know what? It says a trillion cut and the mounting is heart-shaped. Well, my goodness, I totally missed that. So it's a trillion cut in the center. And then the mounting is the love heart design. The trillion cut is 1.41 carats. You've got a beautiful color. Trillion cut, some people say trillion cut is the most beautiful for tanzanite because it's not too deep, it's not too wide. All of those beautiful, brilliant facets come to this amazing point right on the under gallery, and the way that the facets are placed give you that beautiful bouncing of light off the stone, through the stone, on the top and bottom of all those facets, showing off the dynamic paleocharism of tanzanite, the blues and the violets and the little twinkles of pink fire that just show up in tanzanite, surrounded by moissanite. So everything about this is pretty high end, except the price, okay? 25% off. Your price on this today, every day, any day, at a luxury retailer, I mean, you could be right there, $3,500, because you have an aspirational size and a gorgeous finished piece in that trillion cut tanzanite, and it's well over 1 carat. checking off all the boxes. Shop LC price, okay, is $579. Yeah, $579. December babies, that's your month, that's your treasure. There it is, $579. Budget Pay's waiting for you. I could argue all day long. I mean, I'd sell these all day long at $579 because this is a powerful piece that already has the value factor built in. It's visible. You can see this. And you know that that is an incredible quality item. You just know it. You recognize the good stuff automatically. We all do. In fact, sometimes we make fun of ourselves. Oh, no, I don't want to try that on. It's the good stuff. I know it's, I have a way of picking out the good stuff. You do. It's called your natural instinct. Be glad of that. Now, this is where your brain and your heart are going to have a little disagreement, because you're expecting a price retail on that of, who knows, $2,500, $3,500, $4,500. You can't even imagine the price on that. It stumps you. Then you say, okay, wait, where did you get that? Did you get it at Shop LC? Oh, that's a game changer. They have incredible prices. And you're right. Any day, $579. Today, you type in Live 25. Your price goes down from $579, a budget pay of $116, 5 budget pays of $87. Woo, that's pretty close to $30 that you just saved on every single piece. Yes. $116. Yeah, that's a $30 savings. I'm rounding up a few pennies for the sake of math. That $30 payment shows up on every one of those payments. But there are only 5 payments. We got you. We got you. All right. I'm just, Caroline, I don't even know what to say. I'm at like every point in the show. I just want to say, see you later. I got some shopping to do. When you think about the ease, the affordability, the cutting deep, and you know what? When you look at let's talk about that for a second. Sometimes in the world of shopping for a bargain or fitting something into a budget that we have to work with, because we have to work with budgets, can we just talk about money for a minute and just be practical and non-emotional for a second? Everybody has a budget. Well, even if you think of, the wealthy, the elite, okay, everybody's got a budget. People, we all have a spending threshold, a spending limit for whatever reason. And sometimes in the world of luxury jewelry, if you don't have a certain entry point waiting for you, you just think, well, I'm out, because there's no way to make that happen. Okay, you feel like you've reached the wall of inevitability. It's like when your transmission goes out on your car and you think, oh wow, I need that, but how do I make it happen? We have a knack of bringing a luxury experience and infusing it through and through and through deliberately. This is not accidental, but deliberately, by design, bringing in a forum where the luxury experience meets budgetary common sense. Now, I don't know about you, and I wouldn't dream of speaking for you, but all I can tell you is my experience, okay? Extravagance and a luxury experience where I don't feel like I've cut any corners, I don't feel like I've compromised, I'm not giving up anything, I get everything. Wait, I get that? Wait a minute, I get that? I get that? Yes. I get a beautiful high quality gemstone? Yes. It's set in a substantial mounting. It's not flimsy or paper thin, or I can crush it with my hand. Yeah, you get a really nice level of workmanship. Does it have gorgeous side stones? I mean, is it just a stone and a mounting? Which is fine. I own solitaires. I love them. There's a place in time, but man, the upgrade, right? Yeah, we can give you beautiful upgrades on the side stones. What about, what about making it in my size? Am I going to have to spend $100 or $200 just to have the thing sized? No, we'll make it in the size that you need. I know every add-on, where in the world of regular retail, we're so conditioned. Oh, let's add some side stones. That's going to add some money. Oh, you want rhodium? Oh yeah, we can rhodium plate that. That's going to be a plus plus. Oh, wait, you want a substantial size stone in the middle? I mean, you don't want just a half carat or a quarter carat, a small one, itty bitty tiny ones. I'd like something a little bit bigger. How big would you like your stone to be? Oh, how about a carat and a half? That'd be good. Let's go a carat and 3/4. Okay, that's going to add something else too. So you get all the pluses and the add-ons and the upgrades, but you get no extra charge for that. It is built in, finished, complete. You have a budget on this if you choose to pick this up. This is $549. Let's talk about what you get. Sterling silver, no nickel, so it's very skin friendly. A substantial amount of sterling silver. Look how thick that mounting is. You know, you can see it with your eyeballs. That's got years of wearability. Look at the center stone. Look at that treasure. Oh my gosh, that color. You want to make it look really royal? Let's give you a beautiful, timeless upgrade. Let's just put a beautiful white halo of zircons around it. Oh, well, I've looked up zircons, and I can go to this company, and they're the ones that introduced, and it's really expensive. Yeah, but we go directly to a company that produces zircon, and so we're moissanite, and we got you, okay? We've got a deal, and we're going to pass on that deal to you. And we're going to put it all together, and it's going to be fierce. And the center stone, you can see that from the end of the block, my friends. That's gorgeous. You get all the upgrades. $549 is not what you think in your mind. Check, add. This totals up in regular world of retail to way more than $549. Regular retail, well, let's have that talk. $3,500, $2,500, $4,500. Basically, whatever that retailer wants to charge. Here at Shop LC, it's what we want to help you save, and you're looking at it right there. This is the birthstone for the month of May. This is a gemstone, again, that's been around, and it's been treasured, and it's been recognized as a luxury item since the days of Cleopatra, if not beyond. Recognized in ancient texts all the way through time up to modern, sensible collectors and luxury consumers as well. Your price at Shop LC is $549 with a $110 budget pay. We've got the pendant coming up. Your budget pay goes down to $83. It does not get any more fun than getting all of those upgrades with 5 payments of $83. Oh, I'm sorry, $82.50. Retail estimated replacement, $1,400. Now you might be saying, why isn't the appraisal at $4,500? Because it's not set in platinum, but it's still a treasured family heirloom. It doesn't have EF diamonds. Those are expensive, but it does have moissanite, which is also expensive, but we can bring you 2.5 times more dispersion than diamonds if we choose moissanite, and it's a very smart price. You have many celebrities behind the scenes that choose moissanite very quietly over diamonds because it's common sense and it looks fierce. You're not giving up anything there at all. You know what? I'm going to wear this. All right, the ring is item 16, I believe, right? The ring is item 16. The pendant, okay, of the ring we have 10. Oh my gosh. We have 10 of the ring, and we have 6 of the pendant. Okay, 10 in the ring, 6 in the pendant. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Same, these are the same. Anytime we say matching, what we've done is we've taken this profile on the side, so keep your, sorry, that's okay, hold that thought. I want you to see it and remember it. Now, look at this design, because that is the shoulder of the ring. You see? That's matching. That's what having a design team at your disposal, working for you. Have you noticed there is a noticeable lack at Shop LC? I say this very humbly. There is a noticeable lack of celebrity endorsements here at Shop LC. Have you ever thought about that, Caroline? Caroline's got lots of experience working in some really, really interesting worlds. Caroline, you got thoughts about us not having celebrity endorsements?
I do.
You want to give me top of the mind? What's your number one feedback on that?
No comment.
You just went no comment? Oh, I want to be a fly on the wall in that big brain of yours right now. The truth is, she's got lots of experience with some very big names, and she's just saying no comment. But what she means is, I just can't say that out loud. There's probably a filing cabinet full of NDAs back there. That she's. But listen, I grew up pretty simply and pretty plainly, and what's that old saying? We all put our britches on the same way, right? One leg at a time. There's another saying, which I can't say right now, but you know what I mean. This is just such a fun place because you get the fun and the fabulosity of owning beautiful pieces without the pain in the wallet, okay? Or the perceived pain in the wallet. And I'll admit, guys, listen, there's not another company on the planet, in my humble experience, there's not a company on the planet that can do this. I mean, source, design, come on, build, finish, distribute globally. It takes a lot of getting it right to do it. And it does not happen overnight. It is not just one phone call and make it happen. I mean, you're looking in every single piece that we bring to you here, you are looking at one of the most beautiful collaborations ever. I mean, beautiful collaborations. People who are given the space and the grace to do what they do and express their talent and put that talent and that passion in every single piece, one beautiful piece at a time. Whether it's a classic emerald design or maybe it's something you've never seen before, like an ametrine. Okay, so I mean, look at how avant-garde this is, and just look how you just know. I mean, just automatically. I mean, both classics for sure. But you have the opportunity to either begin your jewelry journey to capture a phrase. I mean, just from the learning experience, the options are amazing. Okay, the necklace. I digress. Let's get back to it, Becky B. $679 is your everyday price on that. Okay, let's see. Hold on. I'm making some happy faces here. Your chain's included, just making sure of that. Also, your appraisal and grading report are both included. Hold on. The center stone, 9x7, 1.82 carats. You've got beautiful presentation on that. I think the number one reason that I love emerald is because it's a type 3 gemstone. And what does that mean? It means if you look at stones in today's world, we sort of frown. Generally speaking, we sort of have it in our brain that if you can see eye visible inclusions, oh, that's not very good. Oh, no. Nah. You got it all backwards with emeralds. The visibility of the internal characteristics are exactly what set them apart in the world of gemstones. I mean, do you have that friend that always speaks their mind? You know exactly where you stand. There's no mystery. You know what that person is. You know who they are. They're very true to themselves. That's what you get with emeralds. They are not afraid to show their true nature. You look at some of the most magnificent specimens, just raw uncut emeralds, or even some of the world's most elegant finished pieces. Type in emerald crown jewels, and just in the photographs that you're going to see on your screen, you're going to see eye visible characteristics, because that's what they do. They show their true nature. Even with faceting, their true nature shows through. And faceting, Carolyn, I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but faceting is just the little black dress. It's the tuxedo of a gemstone. It's designed actually to give us a sameness, and it enhances the experience for sure. But faceting, make no mistake, if you have a material that is naturally shows off its characteristics, faceting can be used to kind of lessen the visual impact of that, because some people are they say, well, I don't like emeralds because they always have inclusions. Yeah, I like emeralds. You know why? Because they always have inclusions. There's always a story with emeralds. Not to say that the blue topaz with the fancy cut is any more or less important. They're just both different experiences in the world of owning them. I wouldn't say that emeralds are less, and I wouldn't say that the blue topaz is more relative to inclusions. In fact, the distinction is important because it gives you an entirely different depth to your overall jewelry experience. You should own emeralds. There is no doubt about it. And you should own them because of their self-truth. Look, I mean, just look at that. Beautiful color. There's just no other color like emerald. Ruby red, emerald green, turquoise. There are a few colors in the world of gemstones that are singular colors. And in fact, when you think of when you describe just a color in general, how many times have you said, ooh, emerald green? Oh, emerald green. Okay. It's a thing. It really is. Your budget pay on this is normally $136. Retail on this, again, you're going to be plus or minus, $4 or $5 on this piece. Moissanite accents, surrounding moissanite. The top is finished with moissanite. We're going to include your sterling silver chain. This one sits a little higher on the neckline, so it will include an 18-inch chain, but that will play beautifully on any chain you want to wear it on. I've seen some pictures people will send me, and they'll take a piece like this and they'll put it on a little black silk cord and sort of wear it as that kind of what was that series of the Bridgerton? Did you watch the jewelry in Bridgerton? Oh my gosh. But they'll wear it on just a little tiny silk cord so that it's not just a pendant. All of a sudden, it becomes a jewel, the whole piece. Yeah. Your budget pay goes down to $102. So from $136 to $102, a $34 massive important savings on every single one. But word to the wise, I have 6 of them and that's it. Beautiful. If you can swing getting both of those, anytime you see us bring you matching pieces, you have to understand that when one or the other is sold out, that matching opportunity is gone because, again, we go back to the fundamental, what resources do we have? We've got this parcel of stones to work with. More than likely, when you see matching pieces, this stone was included in the parcel with that stone, so we have a very high level of matchability from the get-go. Okay, we can search and look and find a particular single stone, but because we work by parcels, by batch, by lot, that's one of the key ingredients of making sure that you get an incredible savings on every single piece. If you can swing the matching pieces, I say go for it. That would mean your budget pay would be about what, $180 or something like that. And it's 6 payments, so that would boil down to, in the day by day, about $6 a day, $6 a day for generational wowness. Can we make a bumper sticker out of that? Generational wowness. Okay. Oh gosh, I know it's work. I'm supposed to be serious, and I know that, but gosh, it's just fun. It's just fun to help you figure out the steals and the deals and the yeses. Oh, and by the way, here it is. Your replacement value, $1,400. Okay, $1,400. So yeah, that's a great deal. I love the instant equity options that we always bring for you. Okay. Oh, all right, here we go. Now, Luxoro. That is another in-house brand. When you hear the word Luxoro, you should kind of perk up, especially if you are a fan of 10 karat gold. Now, interesting, because all you see is tanzanite, okay? But we're considering this, and it is verifiably part of the Luxoro collection because your findings. So the connectors and the clasp are done in 10 karat yellow gold. And this has more of what might be called a Euro style on that lobster claw clasp, which means that the top is a little more rounded. Sometimes a lobster claw clasp can be sort of an inline or sort of a straight or rectangular presentation. Putting the Euro style on this gives you a little bit more softness to the overall look. There it is. But a really, really beautiful piece. Now, when we talk about beads, this is a complication. First of all, a strand of beads has to match. Unless you're, working with varieties of quartz, or you're looking for carnelian, or you're looking for something that malachite, where inherently every single piece, it's just understood that those are very unique pieces and patterns. When you get back to matching gemstone beads like this, the same color matching concept that you would see multiple stones in one ring match, now you've got that challenge, except instead of it all being in a 10 or 12 millimeter area on your ring or on your neckline, now all of a sudden you're talking about 18 inches all strung side to side, shoulder to shoulder, so that you get that experience. And even in this picture, you can see that there's something special going on with those beads. These are not round traditional shape beads. These are kind of a little bit shorter and a little bit more rounded. We call those rondelles. Okay, rondelles. Every single one of those beads is faceted. And this is a level of faceting that blows my mind. 8 or 9 years ago, I got a chance to hop on a plane and fly to Jaipur. Boom. I forget how many times we changed planes. Seems like maybe 4 or 5. It was an absolute adventure. An absolute adventure. And I love that. First of all, I love the going, but the arriving, the getting there, to be in the room where an entire team of people were sitting, each one with their own faceting machine, holding pieces next to a spinning polishing wheel, and then hold and polish, check, hold and polish, check. Each crystal has to be mounted on a little holding device with a particular type of gum adhesive, and then that particular crystal goes onto the wheel. And you know, that exposed portion of the crystal, that can be faceted, and then you have to unmount the gem, and you have to reposition it in the holding dop. Then you have to go back to the cutting wheel. And along the way, it was almost an obsessive amount of polish and look, polish and look, polish and look. And every single one of those beads is faceted, and every exposed surface is faceted. And then, remember we talked about the fire opal pieces, the drilling through each bead to make sure that the cord is pretty much on point center placed. And then I look at, $4,000 retail, and I go, yeah, I totally get that. And then I look at the color matching, and I think, wait, this is a single source. This is a source where these gemstones, for all intents and purposes, for all we can tell, are minuscule in their production. Minuscule. In one magnificent strand of single source beads, there will come a time in our lives, more than likely, when you don't get the chance to buy new tanzanite. It's all going to be previously owned. Okay, all previously owned. It's not mine. 64 carats, my friends. They're beautiful. If you're the person, if you're the crafty, creative mom, auntie, pops, uncle, grandpa, grandma, if you're the crafty person in your family, the price where we're about to go on this, and here's why I'm going to say this, they're only $19. If you're crafty and creative, you might want to go ahead and get a strand of these for yourself to wear, and then get a strand to split up, because you can do so many things. The budget pay on this is normally $160, 5 payments of $160. That brings you to a total of $800, which is our regular price, okay? So $799. Oh my gosh, crazy. Type in Live 25. Your price goes down to a budget pay of $120. So a budget pay of $160 to $120. That's a $40 savings times 5. You get a $40 savings on each one of those 5 budget pays. Now you see what I'm talking about? The faceting, the color matching, the very slight graduation front to back. And there's a lot to be said for having this type of graduation and graduation in size, because you don't have pieces that are hugely different from front to back. Now, if you talk about this even from the design aspect, oh my gosh, you have endless opportunities. None of that's going to happen until you drop it in your cart. The extra savings doesn't happen until you drop it in your cart and type in Live 25. That locks in that $40 per savings on every single one of those budget pays, and these show up on your doorstep with free shipping in just a couple of days. If you started now, you could have so many things made by the time December rolls around, and this is the December rosestone. $7.99, typed in Live 25, your price goes down to $5.99. It's a $200 savings on 64 carats of tanzanite. Oh my gosh. Beautiful piece. And finished off, listen, a lobster claw clasp, that's a couple $100 in today's world, that lobster claw clasp. I had a lobster claw clasp replaced on a 10 carat lobster claw clasp replaced 4 years ago on the chain that I wear always. And it, you know, the estimate that they gave me was $100 and something dollars. That was 4 years ago. That was before crazy prices in gold. I shouldn't say crazy. That's before the current big prices on gold. Okay. Let me check the appraisal on this. Hold on. Oh gosh, what in the world did I do with it? What in the world did I do with it, Caroline? I don't know. Am I a crazy person? Did I miss that?
I think the card can come with it.
Oh, okay. You may be able to.
They can look at it online if they need to.
Yeah, okay. You can check out the appraisal online. And I encourage you to do that. Oh my goodness gracious. Questions, comments, concerns, call the personal shoppers, 888-835-2237. They are a powerhouse of information, and they will definitely help you get the best deal out there. Live 25 is pretty hard to beat. That's a time-sensitive offer. It's good for 48 hours. I encourage you right now to pick up the pieces that you love and just add them to your collection, and just don't ever look back. Okay. Talk about classic styling. This is another one that I'm going to bet that if you wear this to wherever you're going to wear things, like maybe to the grocery store, yeah, all those fancy places, don't save these pieces for the fancy places. I mean, enjoy these pieces every day. Wear these pieces frequently and regularly. Build them into a regular wear rotation in your collection, in your wardrobe. If you love these pieces enough to buy them, don't lock them away. Wear them, because they are beautiful pieces, and you deserve beauty and elegance in your life, especially when it's just this affordable. Now, I bring these beads back because these were our fire opal beads, and I wanted you to see the consistency of color of both. This is a AAA grade, and some would say it's a quad A. This is one of the very few opals that we treasure so much because it does not have play of color. It has this beautiful, warm, rich, consistent color all the way through, and it is spectacular. All right, everyday price on this one is $1,749. It's set in gold. It's finished off with lab-grown diamonds. Your retail appraisal on this here is $3,900. Your budget pay is normally $350. Today it goes to $262. And let me say it again, the retail replacement is $3,900 for Mexican cherry opal. The center stone, 1.27 carats. You have 42 points of diamonds, and they are all set in gorgeous 10 carat yellow gold. All right, we have time for one more. Here we go. Certified and appraised, rose gold. This pink morganite solitaire is absolutely on fire because it is accented with luxuriant lab-grown diamonds, and yes, they are blue. This pink and blue combination is so creative. I love it. The pink morganite is a 9mm round. It's 2.39 carats. Eye clean, excellent cut, and then you've got 10 points of lab-grown diamonds on either side. The retail replacement appraisal on this is $4,100. Look at that treasure. That's beautiful. Now, this one is very limited, so I have 3 of these. And again, the appraisal comes in at $4,100. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Your price on this for 2.6 carats altogether in today's price is $1,312. Retail on this could go as high as $1,200. Shop LC every day is $1,749. It's already got budget pay waiting for you at $350, and your final budget pay with the Live 25 savings takes it down to $262. Oh, Caroline, you were right about that one. This was Caroline's pick for the show. You have an eye, young lady. Yes, you do. I love that. Thank you all so much for joining me on the live stream show. I'm going to take a break and grab some lunch. I'll be back at 2 p.m. and we're going to spend 2 brief hours talking about blush tourmaline, and it's an incredibly beautiful stone. All right, everybody, explore your options with the Certified and Appraised collection here at Shop LC. Beautiful treasures no matter what your budget. And thank you so much for your likes, your follows, and your shares.